is convince all the women that children are a ball and chain, they're a prison, they're going to hold you back. And I always say, hold you back from what?
About optics,
Rachel, you should have killed her kids, Rachel.
Maybe she should have.
Maybe she should have.
I wouldn't have been. It's less promiscuous if I kill the children?
I mean, you're not killing children. You're having an abortion.
Did you just say to me that my life would be better if I had aborted my children?
I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would have had a better time doing that.
So I'll try to rephrase this. I'm going to reframe, and I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great orator, or I don't make good points, or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think, honestly, you're too fucking stupid to understand them.
So, Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're
mean?
a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did
daddies?
I just say, dyke?
Your wife with the 3 baby daddies?
I'm sorry, dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Do the women that you try to...
them that they shouldn't...
You know, Charlie, did I bring...
Women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did I bring
wife
your
is 5
family...
years older?
Did I bring any of your family into anything?
Stupid.
Did I say anything about your family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional man.
Let's go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
What you're doing, which is immoral?
Yeah.
I think that you have been complicit in convincing young men that...
No, my family dynamic. What am I doing? Being married to my wife.
It's immoral.
Then why? So then
under my
so all you did.
That's perfectly
so wait,
acceptable.
Chuck. All you're doing is saying. So Chuck, shouldn't you actually be saying that, Andrew? You're doing a good thing. Hang on, Charlie. I just want to make sure I got this right. Am I doing a good thing? Am I doing a good thing?
Do you think your wife is a charity case?
By taking care of children who weren't mine? Was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them? Was I doing a good thing?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
Oh, okay. Well then, Chuck, why did you use that as a form of personal attack on me? Even though you think I'm a good person doing a good thing.
I'm convincing you of my worldview.
You're very convincing, Chuck.
Under my worldview,
I'm a good person.
You can marry your wife and no one would judge you, and you can raise the children that aren't yours and no one would judge you.
No, they would still judge me, Chuck.
Under your worldview, that would not be so. Christian nationalists.
Yeah, what about
isn't
it?
Even acceptable.
Do you understand what Christianity is? Do you think
yes,
that?
I was
do you
raised
think?
Christian.
Let's be honest for a moment. Some of the harshest attacks on single mothers don't come from men. They come from other women. And that's uncomfortable to talk about, but it's real. Single mothers get turned into symbols instead of human beings. They're used as warnings, as punchlines, as proof that someone else made better choices. And the cruelty usually comes wrapped in moral language, responsibility, discipline, values. But what's missing from that conversation is empathy. Because real life is messy. Abandonment is real. Abuse is real. People change. Situations collapse. And somehow, when that happens, compassion becomes conditional. What's even stranger is how women who choose traditional family roles are treated. Women who believe in marriage, in male and female roles, in raising children within a structured family. They're attacked harder than men who say the same things. Why? Because a woman choosing tradition threatens the idea that all women must want the same life. Her existence alone says this is a choice, not a cage, and that makes people angry. So she gets labeled, pick me, brainwashed, stupid, controlled, not debated, dismissed. Now here's where the line gets crossed. When a man is in a debate and someone decides they can't win, they don't attack his argument. They attack his wife. They dig into her past. They shame her body. They shame her children. They shame choices she made before the man even entered her life. That's not debate. That's desperation, especially when the man never mentioned your family, never insulted your spouse, never crossed that boundary. There's a rule everyone understands, even if they pretend not to. You challenge the argument. You confront the man. You leave the wife and children alone. Once you break that rule, you've already lost. And here's the deepest hypocrisy of all. If you admit that a man stepping up, raising children that aren't biologically his, is a good thing, if you admit that stability is good, that responsibility is good, that sacrifice is good, then you don't get to shame the woman he married. You don't get to degrade her past while praising the present outcome. You don't get to call that morality. That's just cruelty dressed up as righteousness. And the irony? The people who scream the loudest about how toxic traditional values are often practice the worst version of them. Public shaming, sexual humiliation, collective punishment, moral superiority without mercy. Meanwhile, the supposedly outdated thing, a man staying, taking responsibility, building a family, is still one of the most pro-social acts a person can do. And that's the part that really makes people uncomfortable, because it proves something they don't want to admit. You don't have to destroy others to defend your worldview. And the moment you do, you've already told us everything we need to know.
And taking in this broken, abused women, I don't like the way you're talking about it, dude.
Oh, how should I talk about it, Chuck?
Like a normal person.
What does that mean, Chuck?
It should just be a fact. It should just be neutral.
Okay, it is a fact, and you brought it up because you wanted to use it as something disparaging, but you can't figure out how it's disparaging.
It's disparaging because it goes against the worldview that you espouse.
What part of me marrying a woman who was divorced goes against my worldview?
You say gnarly things about promiscuous women and that they're disgusting.
That's not promiscuity.
You say 3 baby daddies? Yes, that's promiscuous.
Wait a second. Help me out here. How many times have you had sex?
I couldn't count.
How many different partners have you had?
Oh, it depends on what you would consider sex.
Men.
Men?
Yeah. How many men have you fucked, Chuck?
It's certainly under 10.
Yeah, and she has 3. 3 long-term relationships, and I'm one of them. Okay, Chuck. Can you tell me which one of you are promiscuous?
Through having had children with them, forever tied to her. That's a much stronger bond than a hookup.
Okay, but help me out. You fucked way more women than my wife, and she's the promiscuous one?
You wouldn't consider what I do sex, would you?
You fucked men. You said you fucked 10 men, Chuck.
I said under 10. You would not consider the sex that I've had with women to be sex. Is that what you said?
No, I'm talking about men.
But then why'd you bring up women?
I didn't try to. I was talking about men.
Okay.
So yeah, Chuck, you fucked way more.
None of them got me pregnant.
Who cares if they did? You would just abort the kid.
I mean, yeah, but
because you're just a sick fuck.
I'm not a sick fuck.
You're a sick fuck.
I think it's crueler. I think it is crueler to have children when you are unprepared and bring them into an unsafe household. I think that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll make sure to let my stepkids know that they shouldn't have been brought in the world because Chuck wishes that her mom killed them. Because then she couldn't say he had 3 baby daddies, could she?
Go ahead and tell them.
I'll go ahead and tell them, Chuck.
Tell them.
I'll let them know, Chuck.
But it's every time you talk about how older women are undesirable, women with pasts are undesirable.
That's not what I say.
And then you are dating a woman. You are married to a woman. You are in love with a woman.
Can you tell me what my position is?
I've seen your tweets.
What's my position?
I've seen the way that you speak to sex workers.
Can you tell me what my... Was my wife a sex worker?
No.
No.
She has 3 baby daddies.
Okay, so not a sex worker? Not a sex worker?
No, not a sex worker.
Okay, great, Chuck.
But so you talk to promiscuous women.
So she had 3. So she had 3 long-term relationships and did what she was supposed to do in them when she's married, which is have children.
Yeah, and how did that turn out for her?
It turned out great. She ended up with me.
She got half her tongue ripped out. That's what you said.
But she's been with me for almost fucking 18 years. What's your longest term relationship, Chuck?
3 years, but I'm in my 20s.
3 years. 3 years and 10 guys. Boy, you got a way to go, Chuck.
I said under 10, but I'm also in my 20s, and you're in your 40s.
I married her when I was in my 20s. With her. What do you mean?
She was in her 30s when you married her then.
Was she? I don't...
She's 5 years older.
No, she's not 5 years. She's 3 years older, you idiot.
Oh, my bad. My information was wrong then.
Yeah, because you got it from a dumb whore, didn't you?
Which dumb whore?
Tree of Logic. You got it from a stupid whore, and that's why your information's bad. What else?
Is Tree of Logic the name of someone?
Yeah, what else do you think? Chuck? Do I have an illegitimate black child, too?
No.
That wasn't part of your information?
No.
Oh. What else was part of your information? How much older is my wife than me?
5 years.
Oh, okay. Well, how old is she then?
She's 43 if you said it was 3 years.
Wait, how old am I, Chuck?
40.
I'm 41.
Okay. Well, she still has 3 baby daddies, which you confirmed.
So you were wrong about that, right? You were wrong about that?
Does she not have 3 baby daddies?
Yeah, no, she didn't have 3 baby daddies. Men you're married to aren't baby daddies.
A baby daddy is a man that gets
your disparagement there, as fun as it is, right? Remember, she's not here to defend herself either, because she'd knock you the fuck out probably. But
she would hit me?
Yeah, oh yeah. If you personally attacked her, I'm sure she would.
Well, I wouldn't have personally attacked her. So I might have gently suggested that,
gently
telling
suggested
women to submit to their husbands and blah, 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 blah is kind of,
that created great outcomes for her, Chuck.
Is this a great outcome?
It sure seems to be for her.
Because, I mean, being with you and I think dedicating your life to being a content creator that just like debates, and that's the extent of your Christian goodness, I wouldn't consider that the high living.
Wait, is that the,
consider that
Chuck,
virtuous.
is that the extent of my Christian goodness?
Probably.
Tell me what I do.
This is what you do.
Tell me what I do with all that money I make, Chuck.
I don't know.
But I thought you just told me what the extent of my Christian goodness was.
The impact that you leave on the world, whether you donate to charity.
Andrew's wife, Rachel, called in, and she had a lot to say about the conversation and the personal attack from Charlie.
You're the one who put yourself in this position. And since you lost and you got humiliated, you thought the thing to do would be attack me. And okay, so let's go there. Where did you get the idea that I'm promiscuous?
Well, that you're promiscuous? Sorry, you just also said a bunch of shit that I was trying to keep track of.
Yeah, you said that I'm promiscuous. So what promiscuous means I've slept with a lot of people, right?
I would say that I think that having children with multiple men is, I think that is more significant than...
Okay, well, I think it would be if, and I know why people assume this. I do understand why people assume it. They're just wrong in their assumptions. It would be wrong if I had been sleeping with lots of people, if I had been carelessly getting pregnant with random people. That's not the case. I've spent my entire adult life only in 3 long-term committed relationships, one of which is a, almost 20-year relationship with Andrew now. We're like 18 years in. I've been married since 2012. Prior to that, I was married for 4 years, as Andrew had to unfortunately explain. That ended not even because I left, but because he beat the crap out of me and was being pursued by the law and left the state, and so it was like abandonment. The first one was my high school boyfriend, who I knew my whole life, who I was with for 5 years. We had 2 children. He had his own personal problems, and that did not work out. So I understand why people make the assumption, but the truth is I'm not promiscuous. I have an extremely low body count. I've never had one-night stands. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never just carelessly or casually had sex ever. So I've only ever been with men that I, at least at the time, felt certain I was going to be with forever and have a family with.
Maybe you should have.
I did get nerfed on the first two. I will admit. But
hey, Charlie, I did wonder. Hang on, Rachel. I did wonder one thing. If she had slept with 3 men but had aborted all of the children, would she still be promiscuous?
She would have lived her life. It would have been better for her.
If she had only slept with 3 men but aborted her children, would she? Hang on, Rachel, stop for a second. Would it be the case? Was that too abusive? Shut up, Rachel. Was that too abusive, Charlie? So, Charlie, tell me, if she had aborted her children with those 3 relationships, would she be less promiscuous or not?
I think that, frankly, in my opinion, her life would have been better spent.
Would she be less promiscuous, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, she'd be less promiscuous.
Yeah.
These fucking people. Rachel, you should have.
I'm talking about optics.
Rachel, you should have killed. You should have killed her kids, Rachel.
Maybe she should have.
No, she should have. I wouldn't have been. It's less promiscuous if I kill the children?
I mean, you're not killing children. You're having an abortion.
Did you just say to me that my life would be better if I had aborted my children?
I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would have had a better time doing that.
Wow. I regret to inform you that I love all of my children. I would never unalive them. I would never wish that they weren't born, even if there was some mild inconvenience to me along the way, or maybe I had to do a little work to raise them. I love my children. I would never wish that they had not been born, and I'm certain my life would not have been better without them.
Would you deny that under patriarchy, you are seen as like I hate to use this phrase, but as a damaged woman on account of having had children with multiple men? Would you deny that that is unfortunately the common perspective?
I actually think it's people like you who think that about me. Andrew is a patriarch. He is a patriarchist. As you said, he's the one out here representing the patriarchy, and he looked at my situation and said, she is worth marrying, because if I had been divorced because I was a bitch, or because I was not submissive, or because I was a cheater, or because I was mentally unstable, any of the normal reasons that you do have a woman who's got kids from two guys, the usual reasons, I happen to be an outlier for the reasons why I was in that situation. And despite the fact that, and I've said this before, I thought Andrew was way too good for me. I tried to break up with him multiple times because I thought he's got a great life with no baggage. Why would he, he could pick anybody. He should pick someone else other than me. That was my opinion. He was the one who looked at me and said, no, I really think you're great wife material, great mom material. I know that based on the fact that you're already a great mom. Yeah, your situation isn't the best, but all things considered, it's a deal I'm willing to take. Because he thought I was that awesome. Isn't that cool? What a good guy. And he was a great stepdad. And he loves all the kids. He never treated the older ones like they were any different. There was never any drama with him, talking bad about their dad or anything. He was a great guy. He's a great guy. And it turns out that you're the one who thinks I should have killed my kids. You would rather party and have fun and get bullshit degrees than produce human beings who are going to go off and create the future.
Hell yeah, I would.
It turns out that you are the hateful, selfish, awful one who's willing to lie about people, say things that aren't true when you don't know what the truth. You just defamed multiple people in front of millions.
There's something deeply upside down about this conversation, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. A single woman in her 20s, still figuring life out, still dating, still moving from partner to partner, looks at a married mother and calls her promiscuous. Not because of casual sex, not because of recklessness, but because children exist. Think about how strange that is. Promiscuity used to mean careless intimacy, sex without commitment, without responsibility. But now somehow it means not erasing the consequences. Under this logic, sleeping with 3 men is fine, as long as no children remain. If the children are born, you're immoral. If they're aborted, you're empowered. That's not sexual ethics. That's optics. And the irony is painful. The woman being shamed didn't live a reckless life. She lived a committed one. Long relationships, marriage, motherhood. She stayed. She raised children. She built a family anyway. Meanwhile, the person claiming moral authority has no dependence, no long-term responsibility, and no live cost to her worldview. This isn't wisdom talking. It's theory. Morality argued from comfort. And the most disturbing moment comes when abortion is presented as a moral upgrade. As if the problem wasn't the choices made, but the fact that the children are still here. As if love, attachment, sacrifice, and growth don't count. As if meaning only matters when it's convenient. So let's be clear about what's really being rewarded here. A woman who avoids responsibility is praised. A woman who bears responsibility is punished. A woman who cleans up the evidence is empowered. A woman who lives with the consequences is shamed. And that tells us everything we need to know about this moral framework. Because telling a mother her life would have been better if her children didn't exist isn't honesty, it isn't progress, it isn't compassion. It's a refusal to admit that the hardest parts of life are often the most meaningful. The mother in this conversation doesn't argue theory, she argues love. She doesn't pretend her life was easy, she says it was worth it. And in the end, that's the truth ideology can't defeat. Because once you reach a place where human lives are disposable for the sake of convenience, the moral high ground is already gone, and everyone listening can feel it, even if they don't yet have the words for why.
You're willing to lie about people, and you don't care.
Not millions.
Millions who see this.
So it turns out that
If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts.